Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/relationships, where OP's wife had a one-night stand at a concert. Let's begin. My friend has gone no contact with everyone because she found out some in our friend group were saying she was not good looking enough for her boyfriend. Wow, they sound like jealous little bitches.
Hi Reddit, I'm looking for advice because the situation in my real life has gotten so volatile it's hard to have a discussion with anyone regarding this subject. I had no part in the discussion that caused this, but I've been caught in the crossfire. I'm going to use fake names. It's long, so I'm just going to give the highlights. I first met Sonia when she moved from Germany to the US for work and education. She's always been very shy and her English isn't the greatest, so she was single for a while. She is a good-looking girl. She's not ugly or anything like the others were saying. Late last year, Sonia got work at a bar so she can earn some extra cash while she is studying. Sonia was telling us there was this guy, I'll call him Jonah, at the bar she worked at, that she had a bit of a crush on, and they just so happened to go to the same college. Fast forward a couple of months and we get news that she's been dating him. She introduced us to him a month and a half ago. He's got a very impressive body. He's not a competitive bodybuilder, but he has that type of body. So the others have a group chat on Instagram. I don't have Instagram, so I wasn't aware. They wrote in that group chat that Sonia is dating someone who's out of her league. She has no boobs. Her freckles and red hair aren't that good looking. She's pale. Sonia's roommate showed her the messages, and that's what caused this situation. Her roommate told me she was distraught. She hasn't spoken to anyone but her roommate in weeks. She's blocked everyone on everything. I tried to contact Jonah and he just sent back, "Fuck off." I wasn't involved and Sonia was one of my good friends. I'm just wondering what advice you have and what someone in my situation should do. TLDR, friend found out some in our friend group thought she was not good looking enough for her boyfriend. She's gone no contact with everyone.
Good for her. Bravo, and thumbs up to her boyfriend for standing up to protect his woman. OP, if you want, you can try to reach out to her again, but you need to make it very clear that you have cut contact with those jealous bitches and you will not associate with them anymore. Because trust me, young lady, they will do the exact same thing to you. But don't expect too much though. Sonia may wish to make a clean break from anyone that reminds her of them. Good luck anyways, OP. Make better friends. And now for today's second story. I'm divorcing my wife that cheated on me at a concert. Posted by Reddit user Majestic Camel.
A couple nights ago, my wife of 2 years, together for 6, went to a metal show with a friend who was providing a professional service to the band, so she got to hang backstage beforehand for a couple hours. I didn't think much of this, she has done this before.
Red flag!
It's a buddy system type thing, so her friend isn't alone with men she doesn't know, and my wife gets to see and meet bands she's into. She texted me throughout like usual. She seemed off when she got home that night but just said she was extremely tired, and it was super late, so I didn't think much of it.
Is that also a red flag?
Crimson.
The next morning, she confesses to me in tears that she ended up alone with one of the band guys for maybe half an hour, and they ended up talking, then flirting, then more. The extent of what happened is she sat in his lap. They made out and she felt up the outline of his dick through his pants. He asked for more and asked her to meet him after the show. She claims she said no to both. She says I can contact her friend to fact check that they left together immediately after the show, but I haven't contacted her yet. She can't exactly give me a reason why this happened. She's a fan and was flattered by the attention and was just caught up in the moment and it was a mistake, etc. I mostly believe that's all that happened, but I'm having trouble imagining that I can get past this. I feel sick and like I'm in shock. I don't feel angry right now and I can tell my wife is hurting and guilty. I want to try and give this a chance at least, but I have no idea where to start. Has anyone had success with something like this? Or should I trust my gut reaction that I'll never feel the same about her? I think this post was deleted from another sub, but I'm desperate to connect with someone over this. I'm too ashamed to talk to my friends about it. TLDR, my wife cheated, confessed right away and wants to work through things, but I have no idea if I should try or how to even start that process. Now for OP's first update. I'm sorry if it's too soon for an update, but I got a lot more info, so figured I should share for people that read my first post. Thanks all for the advice and just reading my story. If nothing else, I feel less alone in this. I figured she would just lie, but I decided to reach out to my wife's friend anyway. She asked if she could call me and that I should take it somewhere private, so I went out to my car. Here's how she told me things went down. I put all this in order as the conversation was very jumbled. Prior to the show, my wife made some comments to the friend that band guy was attractive and asked her friend if she thought she had a chance. Hypothetically, friend said she thought it was odd but figured she was being light or jokey. Band guy, who is 55 by the way, and my wife were flirting heavily and openly in front of the friend the whole time backstage, to the point where the friend texted my wife asking her what the fuck her problem was. Friend left them alone not even close to a half hour, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, while she went to her car to put her supplies back and came back to find them, as my wife described, sitting in his lap and making out. Prior to leaving them alone, she had asked my wife to go with her and my wife repeatedly refused. They broke it upon friend coming back. Band guy thanked friend for her services but called her a cock block. He asked if they wanted to party after the show, to which the friend said no and my wife said yes. Friend practically dragged my wife back to her car after the show, and only then did my wife begin to panic about friend possibly telling me. Friend told her she wasn't sure what she would do, but her friend is pissed at my wife and told me she's decided to cut her off. She feels she made her look unprofessional and like a groupie herself, and she's very mad she had to walk to her car alone at night because of her. And she's disappointed in her for cheating like that. So there you have it. It's likely my wife didn't do anything more than what she said, but she definitely would have. She lied about it and tried to get ahead of the truth. Yeah, I'm done, I'm pretty sure. And now, for OP's second update. I am going to try and keep this brief. I know I said I was done, but I just wanted to update since a number of people have asked. I appreciate again all your kind words and support. I asked my wife to give me a few days to think things over alone. She went to stay with a friend. She would blow my phone up every other day or so, alternating between being apologetic and angry with me. She told her family I kicked her out. I eventually told them why, but I don't think they believe me. I did decide to divorce her. I have a lawyer and getting ready to start the process. I'm not sure how that's going to shake out for me yet, but I don't feel I have another option. Whatever happens, I'm just glad we don't have kids together. I informed her and she hit the roof. We went through every stage. Her crying and apologizing and making promises, to getting angry and trying to make me sound crazy and downplaying what happened. She said some awful things, how no one else would love me and what a failure I am for giving up on 2 marriages. Yes, this is my second marriage. Eventually I just hung up and haven't taken her calls since. She had a case to stay in the house of course, but she is opting to move in with family. I left for the day while she packed her things to avoid her. I don't think she even has a lawyer yet, so things are sluggish, and even texting her is terrible. So I think I'm going to go no contact and just have my lawyer communicate for me. This part is petty, but it's the only thing making me feel a little better right now. I met with her friend, the one who informed me, and her wife for a beer. She's still friends with my wife's other friends and let me in on some gossip. Wife has tried hitting up the musician on Instagram and has gotten nothing back. She's deluded that they had a connection. It's almost sad. Her friends all think she's crazy and fucked up hugely by doing all this. They make fun of her behind her back. It's kind of brutal. So her telling me how sorry she is and still trying to get with this other guy is sick. But I know I made the right decision. I'm not going to lie, I'm in a really bad place. I just don't know how I could be so wrong about someone. I know all the advice about working on myself, but right now I'm just getting through the days.
OP, you are absolutely doing the right thing divorcing her. It hurts now, sure, but you should truly be grateful you don't have kids with this awful piece of shit. Look man, the fact that she resorted to anger and insulting you is further proof that she is not sorry or remorseful for cheating on you. She is just upset that she got pumped and dumped. Take all the time that you need, OP, because things will absolutely get better from here on out, and you will look back so glad that you didn't waste any more years with this crazy hoe. Good luck, OP. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my channels for you to watch absolutely free. So please consider subscribing to me on Rumble and on YouTube. Both will be linked in the description box down below. Thanks for listening everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, consider subscribing to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.